Hi everybody, I am here today to talk to you about our stay at Bally's. We had 4 days there and really, I had a blast. For the value with what we paid, I think in total we paid $358 when it was all said and done with taxes and everything for 4 nights with a wonderful room, and we got actually a free comp and upgrade on top of that. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. And hopefully I can provide you with some good information. So when we got there, it was actually pretty early in the morning. I think we got to Bally's around 9:30, 9:45. They were still in their checkout process. So we had some time to kind of explore, kind of see what Bally's was about, kind of figure out where things were located. And then we came back. So roughly about, 2 hours later, I think it was like 11:30-ish, we went back. They were doing early check-ins. We got up there, and the process was really easy, like very friendly. They were fast, efficient. I did ask, what's my room look like, as far as the view is concerned. She did tell me that I really didn't have that much of a view. It was more street level because I was on the 6th floor. I did ask her, is there any way that there is a room like we reserved the executive suites. Is there one with a view? So she began to look and search for me. She did come back and say, yes, there is the exact same room that you can have with a view. It's extra $20 a night, and it actually, the tub that's in your room has jacuzzi jets, and the room that you reserved does not. And I said, we'll take it. She said $20 extra a night. I said, okay, perfect. So I gave her my credit card. I slipped a 20 in between my credit card and my ID. I've heard about this trick with, giving them a tip and getting free comps or room upgrades or things like that. Can work in Vegas. I've been there a number of times. I've never tried it in the past. I thought, hey, let's do it. Let's see what happens. And we got it. We actually got it. So she came back and said, okay, we have the same room. You're going to have the room with a view. You're going to have jacuzzi jets. The room is the exact same layout, and we'll go ahead and just give you this complimentary free upgrade with no extra charge. So I said, fantastic. We'll take it. I'm happy to receive that. So when we got up there, the room was great. We had so much space. I was so impressed with how spacious this room actually really truly was. And it was really great because it had 2 places to get ready on either side of the bathroom. It was one big open floor plan. So my husband was able to have his side. I was able to have my own side. Plus I had an area where I could actually get ready with my hair and makeup, like a vanity area. So it was wonderful to have that space for each other. And then, we had the jacuzzi tub, we had the shower that was behind that where you could get in and out from either side. And we also had the choice of room service as far as, coming in on the daily and exchanging our towels for clean towels, kind of tidying up and taking trash and things of that nature. It was an option because of COVID, so you didn't have to have it if you didn't want to. We chose to do it, and it was great. So they did come in every day and do those things for us. The only downside to our room, the windows were dirty. So you had to look past some of the grime and the dirt that were on the windows to really take in that beautiful view of the strip. You want to take a video, you want to take pictures, you might have some filthiness on the windows while you're doing it. So that was a little downfall. But what was really great is we were on the 66th floor. I think our room was on that floor, and we had a great view of the Eiffel Tower. You could see the strip all the way down to the Luxor. You even got some views of the Bellagio and the fountain show. We heard that go off every night that we were there, and we were able to take that in from the comfort of our own hotel room and just be able to sit there, unwind, and enjoy it and just soak it all in. So the view was great. I mean, can't complain. The only other thing is, you're going to see some scratches and some dents maybe on the furniture. The lampshade on the side that I was on as far as the bed got into one too many fights. I don't know what happened there, but they probably should replace it because it was a little bit of an eyesore. But other than that, I can't complain. The bed was so comfortable. Slept like I felt like I was just, out every night and never woke up. I don't know if it was because I just was out there all day, taking in the strip and all the activities and all the walking, where I just would come back, hit the jacuzzi, we would soak in it for a little bit, and then we would get into bed and I was out like a light. So all in all, great stay, great value for what you're getting. Rooms were nice and clean. No complaints there whatsoever. I would totally stay there again. Now, with that being said, restaurants, a little bit of a challenge. So because of COVID, a lot of the restaurants have closed and they have not reopened. I also do think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Horseshoe is buying Bally's out and they're going to be going through a transition. So I would say that in the future, I would think that the restaurants will be back. The only choices that we had was Lavazza, I believe is what it's called, which is out there in the lobby by where you check in. It's kind of a grab and go. So any of your coffees, your lattes, teas, cereals, oatmeal, muffins, cookies. They had salads, sandwiches, fruit, drinks, whatever it is that you need to kind of, get something in between or to start your day. That was there. And it was easy access. The line does back up because it's the only place in Bally's to actually get those things. But they're very fast, they're very efficient, and very friendly. And the wait in line wasn't that long at all, considering it can back up pretty quickly. The only other options is the shops at the bazaar, which is all those shops that sit in front of Bally's. You do have restaurant choices there as well. However, you have to take an escalator and write it down to get to those. Well, the escalator was broke. Couldn't go up, couldn't go down. You had to find a way around. You had to find an alternative way to get there. So that was a total inconvenience while we were there, and it never got fixed the entire time we were there. So we had to literally walk through Paris, which was fine because we were there a lot anyways, but we had to walk through the connection to get to Paris and then to get onto the strip. Another way was crossing over into the valet parking lot, going down some stairs. We wanted to be at Giordano's one night, so we had to ride the escalator back up to the second floor just to get to Giordano's because we didn't want to sit outside. We wanted to be inside because that week that we were there was frigid. It was cold. I left cold Indiana to come to warm Las Vegas, and the cold just followed us. So we didn't get lucky there. However, that's how we had to get up to Giordano's. So, finding those alternative routes to get to where you want to go was an inconvenience for us, but we made it work. So that was a downside. So the only other option that you have to eat at Bally's is the food court. So you have to go off the casino floor, ride another escalator down. It's kind of like their basement area. Completely different vibe. I don't want to say creepy, but it's a little dark. You've got the body exhibits down there. You have some arcade kind of games that you can play down there. You can even stop and get yourself a stress relieving massage treatment. Thought about that a couple times because my body could have used it after long walks on the strip all day. I mean, I think I got my steps in for the year. That's all I'm going to say. We walked and walked and walked and walked. But once you get past all of that, it opens up into this small little food court. And so you have 4 places to choose from. You've got Johnny Rockets, Nathan's, an Asian restaurant, and Sbarro's. So we actually ate at Sbarro's and it was good. No complaints. Things were fresh. However, 2 slices of their pizza a couple drinks, and a side of veggies, you're paying $35 for it. So if you're looking for something inexpensive, that might not be the place for you. You could go down to Monami for like literally a little bit more or the same price and eat really, really good. So, you know, you just got to weigh out your options depending on what it is that you want and what you're willing to spend on. But they are open 24 hours, which was a good thing. And through the connection, the walkway between Bally's and Paris, there are a couple restaurants in there as well. However, they're not open 24 hours. They close relatively early. So at some point through the night around 9, 10 o'clock, it started to become a little bit difficult to get food in that area because either the restaurants weren't open or they had closed. So you do kind of need to plan that out accordingly while you're there. Other than that, it was a great stay. I would stay there again. I think the value was worth everything. If you are going there, you know, now and through the summer months, I would definitely check on, you know, the status of Bally's and the transition of it becoming Horseshoe and what's going on there as far as revamping things. I did hear that they are going to be doing an overall, you know, new casino floor and remodeling that and laying those things out. I did hear that they're not necessarily renovating the rooms because the rooms had been recently renovated. So, you know, depending on what's going on and when in the transition, that is the one thing that I would consider about staying there. And if it's something that would kind of get in the way of your stay. Other than that, it was good. I would do it again. Location, definitely when it comes to Bally's. And everybody was pleasant. The one thing that I would like to add too, which I found interesting, going to your rooms, they have a security person that works there and checks to make sure that you have room cards to get to your room. So if you don't have a room key, you don't get past security. So I thought that that was interesting, and that was a nice thing to have, that they're actually checking to make sure that the people that are going up to the rooms indeed have a hotel room there, and they are the ones that should be going up into those rooms. So I did like that aspect of having that sense of, you know, people are checking and that security is present. So that's one last thing that I would throw in there that was a nice touch. So other than that, I hope that this helps. I hope that there was some good value information in here, and we'll see you next time. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.